3 years ago, in my job as an ABA therapist, I was given the task of working with a child who had never spoken, never properly played with a toy, had no social skills, and wouldn't sit still for more than a second. It was difficult, but through the use of applied behavioral analysis and working with behavioral therapists and board-certified behavior analysts, we were able to help him, and he built some social skills that were extremely beneficial. He also learned to sit for longer periods of time and has started working on homework for 30 minutes at a time. It's amazing, really. And one of the things that we used is something that we call a token economy. Now, I know we all hate the economy, but token economy is basically a system that we use where you have a board or any type of flat surface. Some people can use it on an iPad or any type of tablet. And the student works and provides proper social responses or academic responses to gain tokens. Now, depending on the child, that can be 5 tokens or it can be 1 token. For this kid, at the very beginning of his sessions, he would just have to earn 1 token to earn a big, something exciting. Normally it was a break or to get to run around or to go to the playground. Something really exciting and fun. But as time builds on, later you go to using 3 tokens to gain that reinforcer, as we call it, or 5 tokens. Over time, you build it up, and then that kid is learning to sustain academically for longer periods of time. He's also understanding that the more that he works towards something and the more positive responses he gives, the greater the reward in the long run. Now, token economies have been proven successful with elementary school children and the 2 to 4 year old range. As it gets older, it's not as understood, the results, and some individuals may respond very well to them and some may not. But as far as like early elementary goes, it's a highly effective tool that we can use. So today I have a token board with me, and yours doesn't have to look like this, but because it is after October 31st, that means it's time for Christmas or whatever secular holiday you wish to participate in. And I have brought my own token board. Now, like I said, some people have these on iPads, other people have them just made out of like, what's that hard paper? Cardboard paper. There we go. You can use Velcro and have the tokens removable by Velcro. That's a really great way to use it. You don't want to do what I'm about to do and have it where you can't remove and reuse the token board. But I wanted to be festive. So let's say, for instance, that we're working with a kid whose name is Justin for no particular reason. And I want Justin to engage in what we call pro-social behaviors. Pro-social behaviors are exactly what they sound. Positive social experiences. So if he's communicating with me and I say, "What's your name?" and he responds with Justin, then that's right, your name is Justin, you get a token. Now, if he is on a token board with only 1 requirement before he gets reinforced, then he's done with this token board. Great job, Justin. You get to go play. You want to find something that's really enforcing for your child and have your child get that receive that after completing their token board. In my personal experience, we normally use, at the final level, we'll use 5 tokens before a token board is completed. So that means, first question, what's your name? Justin. The second question, with very little space in between, you're working very quickly, but because I'm working with these, it's going to take a few seconds for me to get everything ready, sorry. Make sure that you don't have a lot of time in between this. You want to say, "Hey, Justin, what's this color?" And you point to any color. Green. You're right, that's green. That didn't work. There we go. Sorry. 1, 2 tokens. Great job, Justin. You're moving along so well. Obviously, Justin would continue to answer questions until he had his token board completed. Once he receives all 5, Justin, you did a great job. You finished your entire token board. You get a break, or you get whatever giant reinforcer it is. Typically, it's an escape from schoolwork for a few moments. You want to make sure that the reinforcer at the very end is strong enough that they want to do all of this work to get that final reinforcer. If the reinforcer isn't good enough, then they're not going to go through all of this work to get it done. I know if my paycheck weren't that high, I wouldn't go to work all week. Another thing with token boards is in certain situations you can use them rewarding positive behavior to decrease the types of behaviors that we don't want to see. This includes like when kids are being non-compliant in classrooms, or when they're getting up out of their seats, not focusing, not paying attention. And so what you can do is you can say, all right, we're going to have 3 minutes, and for every 3 minutes that everyone in the class is engaging in positive behavior and not engaging in what we deem a negative behavior, then that's the point at which you say, great job staying on task for 3 minutes. You guys all get a token, and you can reward the class as a whole. This typically only works in situations where a large majority of your classroom is requiring that behavioral support and is exhibiting those what we call aversive or maladaptive behaviors. One final thing you might want to note, it's really great to make token boards that can last. And on some of our token boards, we have what I'm working for. You want to have a large variety of options that you can provide to the individuals once they complete their token board. For example, I have a kid who loves Legos. So I'm always going to have Legos, but I also might have, you know, a few crackers with me. I might also have a board game that we can play, access to a playground, a lot of things, because just like my interests change, their interests can change too, and you don't always know what they're going to want in a particular day. Like I said, it's extremely important that the reinforcer at the very end is so good that they're going to want to do all the work to get to that. Finally, make sure that you're giving positive, social, verbal praise. Great job, you did it, in between every correct response, or every time that they are engaging in that pro-social behavior for 3 minutes or however long the contingency may be. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night.